morning, happy whatever day I'm posting this. Maybe Sunday, maybe Wednesday, I don't know. But hi, nonetheless, I hope you're having a great day. It's being filmed on a Saturday, but Wolf and I are going out, so I'm gonna do, like, I actually have a reason to put on makeup. So this is a Beauty Bio residue eraser. I've not used it before. I'm using it in place of toner. It's supposed to, prior to skincare, or prior to treating with Glow, it doesn't really say what it's supposed to do, but it's a clarifying pad, and it's alcohol-free super glow peptide technology. Cracks me up whenever they say it's technology. I mean, I know chemistry is technology, but apparently my face was dirty, so ew. But we're gonna see if this helps at all. I've kind of reorganized my makeup because it was getting overwhelming. I did actually throw some things away, not a whole lot, but because I'd rather use it, you know, and I am convinced I will use it. Even though I have way more than one person needs or should need or whatever, I am still convinced I'm going to use it. So I'm starting with the Origins Utopia Apple Peptide Cream, or Peptide Plumping Apple Cream. I have not used this as a primer, but I don't know, peptides, plumping, smells vaguely of apples. Can't be all bad, right? It came in the incredibly ridiculous second icon box, or first icon box, I don't know. If you haven't listened to that story, or if I haven't posted it yet, to summarize, I signed up in late September for the October BoxyCharm and the November icon box, which is now Ipsy Extra and Ipsy Ultimate. But at the time, it was Boxy and Icon. And it specifically said, be first in line to get November's icon box. So I was like, yep, this is what I want. And because they only go out quarterly, so they go out March, August, November, January, something like that. I don't know. February, sorry, it's the second month of each quarter. So February, May, August, November. I can count. Instead of, and they sent me a box I got 0 choices in that was all stuff from August. And they tried to get away with saying, well, we had spots left, so we used your beauty profile thing to make this custom box just for you. No, you didn't. You gave me a bunch of stuff nobody else wanted. Or not enough, not as many people as they expected wanted. I should put it that way, because it's not bad stuff. Like, that's not a bad cream. The Milk Makeup I'm about to pull out as not really a concealer, but like a blur stick. This is not bad by any stretch of anyone's imagination. This is like the best item of the thing though. But there was absolutely stuff in there that I say I really don't want. And they sent anyway, like the Apple Peptide Cream. I have recently changed it, so I'm not gung-ho skincare. And it was like, yeah, no you didn't. You just took stuff that you expected people to want but didn't, and stuck it in a box and thought you'd send it to me and then scam me out of $70 for the next one. No, no. This is not what you were supposed to send. I'm not paying for this one. I will happily ship it back. And at first they're like, well, too bad. You can't ship it back because you've opened it. There's no refunds or returns. This is what you get. And I was like, bet. I have screenshots of when I purchased saying I would be first in line for November, not last in line for August. And if I have to, I will take that to the bank and get my money back. And all of a sudden they're like, well, we don't want you to be unhappy, so go ahead and keep this box on us and we'll send you November's anyways. Like, yeah, that's what I thought. You won't send it to me anyways. It's what I freaking paid for. It's not my fault. You sent me something I did not pay for. And then are shocked when I say, yeah, nope, don't want it. That's some bullcrap right there. is what it is. I'm kind of going back to some old favorites. I'm doing my Rare Beauty for the contour. I don't do a lot of contour. I don't really do my cheeks much anymore, but you know what? I think I'm going to today. So let me get that back out. The lid is becoming very loose. Again, I'm not doing a lot of contour, just a bit. I've reorganized everything, so like half my makeup is over here and half of it's over here, but it's all around. And let's go with the buffer brush. Although I do have the one that I'm supposed to use on this Tarte stuff, so let's start with that. Because it is a nice brush. It's weird shaped, but it does a good job blending out the highlighter or the concealer. No, I did not put any on my nose because I'm not using it as a highlighter. I'm using it to get rid of the under eye bags. And then this I'm just using to make my face slightly skinnier. I don't know. Give it somewhat of a cheekbone, which I don't generally have. My brain has just gone completely dead. I don't know. It's a weird day. It's a very weird day. It's a weird week. Just everything's weird, y'all. It's all weird. What should we do for blush? Dark, light, jelly, watercolor. You know, let's go with something I haven't used in a long time, which is my Pure stick. I like Pure. I just don't use it enough. But we're gonna go ahead and do that today. So we'll do that. I want to try again with the Unicorn Tears, or Unicorn Elixir. It is super strong. You do not need much of it at all. And it's got this big old like thing. No, that's enough. 2 itty bitty drops. Especially on the nose. You do not need much of this. Just realized I completely missed a spot. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with that blush brush I had a second ago. If I can find it, there it is. Nope, it's an angle. This is the brush I was looking for. Not the one I need right now though. Yes, the blush brush. So work's been good this week. I don't know. I just don't have a lot to say today right now. I did when I started this, but I don't know that I remember at all what it was. The highlighter does not look freakishly highlighting today. So that's an improvement. And I do have a new powder to try. So I'm kind of excited about that. It's a loose powder, but it's Laura Mercier. I haven't used that one before. It's weird that I actually have like room to grow in my makeup box now. I don't need to grow, but I have room for it, should it happen. I kind of like this. It's a little dark, but I think I can not fix that, but maybe not use bronzer and you wouldn't be able to tell that it's a little dark. The more just might be that my bronzer, I'm not used to wearing it. I haven't worn it in a while. I've been doing very calm, safe for work looks lately. I don't know, I just been feeling uncomfortable with some of the things at work. And rather than stand out and shine, I decided I would rather blend in and be just one of the crowd for a while. But earlier this week I did a kind of fun pink like ombre effect on my eyes, and somebody said do it in green, and I have not worn any outfit that I could do it with green since then. Just our shirts are navy blue and black, and I've been wearing the black ones, and they have like different colors, so it wasn't something that would look really good with green, I didn't think. That, and like I said, I've been trying to wear very tame makeup to work lately. So I'm doing this with the Lorella Matcha palette. And I'm going, or at least that's what I'm starting with. I'm going in with a really light green on the inner eyes. And I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do only greens as the glimmer on top or if I'm going to use a little bit of like a silver glimmer in the corner or maybe even gold. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out as we go. Okay, now we're gonna go in with the main one, which is, I swear to God, the color's name is Teabag. I didn't make it up. I didn't call it that. It's just called Teabag. And I hate that name. I don't see a significant difference. So I'm only gonna go to the halfway point with it, because the whole point of this is to have an ombre, and if there's not a significant difference, I'm not getting an ombre. You have to end up on a darker color than you started. I'm trying, man. I'm tapping on as much color as I can, but it just isn't doing the job. Which is unusual for Lorella. Usually it's super highly pigmented and I don't have to apply this much. I think it's just that these two colors are too similar. Okay, so we're gonna go with something hopefully a little darker now. A little brighter anyways. It's sort of working. Yes, I'm using my arm as my tester, so I can make sure that I'm getting the right colors on everything. I'll clean it off after. I just need, that's exactly the one I need. Please work. This is the darkest green in this palette. It's called Caffeinated. And this is where I am trying to have a light hand, so it doesn't look like black. It looks like a dark green. And then comes the magic, and I'm gonna try it with the brush I use for the lightest green and see what happens if I shade using that. I'm gonna have to come back with more of the dark, but I think it's doing rather well. I definitely need more of the dark on this side. Okay, I think I've got a pretty good ombre going on there. Let me know what you think. Is the ombre good, bad, ugly? I like it. So, now it's do or die time for the glimmer colors. Let me see. I have my new Tarte palette. Let's see what color the green is. It's a matte green. It is not a sparkle. Okay. When I first opened this, I said it didn't smell like hot chocolate. Apparently I was wrong, because now it smells exactly like hot chocolate. I'm going to take the Mystic from this, which is this light gold, and put just a little bit in the corner of the eye. Then I'm going to take tea leaf, I think, and try to get the middle part of the eye. Not totally grabbing the wrong one and grabbing bamboo. Nope, didn't do that at all. Okay, so there's the tea leaf in the middle. And then bamboo, which is the dark green at the edges. Okay, now we're going to take our blendy brush again and make sure that glimmer is evenly distributed and well blended. Last and final step is to take the little engine that could, my least favorite palette, but the one that has my perfect skin tone match that I like to use as the final step. Take a little beach and just kind of clean up around where the eyeshadow ends. It's like, I hate this palette because half the colors are the shade of my skin. But I love this palette because half the colors are the shade of my skin. And that is the beauty for certain Playa to Palazzo. And I think I want to add just a little bit more of that golden shimmer back to the inner eye. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so I didn't end up playing too much with the new Tarte palette, but I like the look, so it's what we're going with. All right, time to finish this off. We're gonna go in with the Ofra, and it is in the shade Candy Apple. Just make sure everything is soft and blended out. It amazes me when I look in the mirror now compared to when I looked in the mirror when I first started this. Am I perfect? Not by a long shot. But it looks just more polished than it did. Pretty. Of course we have to test out the Makeup by Mario highlighter. Of course. I mean, I have a new highlighter. I have to play with it. And it's a brand I've never tried before, so. I mean, it's not like we're going to like a party today. We're just going out shopping. But I still want to look cute and, you know, all that. I just don't necessarily want to look overly dramatic. So then I'm going to go back to the Laura Mercier, grab my powder blush, and do a good setting. Final blending of everything but the eyes. This is a really nice setting powder. I like how it goes on. It's very mattifying, very smoothing, but very translucent. But it just kind of blurs it all together to give you that cleaner look. Just very soft. So I like that. Okay. Continuing the trend of trying to use up things I haven't used in a while, we're going to go with the Well People mascara, which really I need to use it or lose it. And I think that's going to be the theme for November's Get Ready With Me's, use it or lose it. Because anything I don't touch, other than eyeshadows for that long, I'm obviously not liking it, so it's not good. Or at least it's not something I need. Next year, I'm going to do some pan projects, and I'm going to try to pan a few of my lesser used eyeshadow palettes. So I have way too many. But I don't know, don't feel like my first year of makeup I needed to worry about that. I mean, this mascara is fine. It just doesn't give me the length and the drama of other mascaras. Of course, I'm going to add the Lorella over the top, though, not on the bottom. I don't do double mascara on the bottom. I have been using that lash serum every night. You're supposed to use it twice a day, but I don't think clearly until I've had my first cup of coffee, so I don't usually think about that I needed to put it on until I'm already at work. And I could carry it in my purse so I could put it on at work, but then I'd forget it's there at night and I wouldn't be doing it at night. So we're just going to keep it in the bedroom and do it at night. I think I'm noticing a difference. It's early still. Okay, lipstick. I feel like I got a new one that I'm not remembering. Oh, 'cause I did. I got a Fenty Beauty. I also had Fenty Beauty mascara I could have tried. But I got Fenty Beauty in the shade I Need Glasses. I mean, it's not a bad color, but it's very close to my nude lip color, so okay. Let's hit it with something. Let's add just a bit of the Tarte Maracuja. And I don't want it to take over it. I'm just going to dab it like in the center. So I have a little bit of an ombre thing going on, kind of. Because this can be a very overpowering color. But I kind of like that. I feel like it's made it a little bit more standout-ish without going, holy crap, look at those lips. If I wanted that, I would have just put red on. Okay, let's see what we can do with my hair today. Is it gonna be a good hair day? Is it gonna be a put it all up in a bun and forget about it hair day? Don't know yet. There we go. Not a bad hair day. Not a great hair day, but not a bad hair day. So, finished product. What do we think? I think we need a little milk. It is a very bold scent, so I don't do more than one spray. But I am going to layer it with the sweet nectar and then glimmer up my arms a little bit. I have officially discovered Truly. It is amazing. I cannot, like, I want everything they ever put out. Everyone I've smelled has been amazing. It's just so damn hard to get it out of the bottle though. All right, that's it. Get rid of that and I'm ready to go out. Huge difference from when I started. The eyes are still, but everything else is a lot more chilled out. Have a nice day, guys.